So, it's been a long time. Well, not that long ago. It was like 3 weeks ago, but I have matured a lot. I've been going through this really spiritual awakening the last week or two, and I feel like I'm growing up. It's hitting me that I'm going to be graduating soon, and that I'm going to be off to the world, and I'm going to have to pay my bills, and I'm going to have to live a life outside of high school and after high school. I feel at peace. Let me backtrack. So, about 2 weeks ago, I started meditating, not every day, but about every other day. Now I'm doing it every day. And I've been journaling the last week or two, and I've been running in the sunsets and jogging, and I've been trying to find myself, and I've been trying to find who I am as a person, as an individual. I'm trying to find me, and I know that's so cliche to say, oh, I'm finding me, I'm on my spiritual path, but it is cliche, and life is a cliche, and I have been reading also. I'm reading this amazing book called The Untethered Soul, A Journey Beyond Yourself. And that's kind of when it all started, was I was reading this book, and I've always been into the law of attraction, and I don't know, I liked that concept of that you can manifest your dreams, but I never understood it to the fullest. And I feel like I'm starting to go down a path of spiritual growth and just finding who I am and what I want to do with my life. I think life is so materialistic. I was raised to believe that, everyone is raised to believe that materialism is the way to success, and that successful people are happy people. And I don't think that anymore. I think materialistic things are just things. That who you are inside is so much more important oh my god, my heart is pounding right now. Who you are inside is it determines a good life. It determines, there's not even such thing as a good life. My battery just died, so I just charged it a little bit. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I've came to the realization that I am growing up, and I am going into this world, and that scares me. It scares me that I'm going into this world. But it's also exhilarating because I'm scared. Because I want to be scared. I want to feel that fear. I want to feel fearful. And I want to tackle those fears. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So I redid my room, and I bought some plants, and I'm really happy in this room. It's hard to put into words kind of what I've been going through, in a good way though. I've just, my cat just sneezed. Anyways, it's hard to put into words the feeling of just letting go and just going with the flow. I want to go with the flow. I don't want to resist anymore. I don't want to live a life that I spend waking up dreading. Because that's not living. It's not living when you wake up and you force yourself to get out of bed to go to a job you don't want to do, or do something that just makes money. I mean, those are important life lessons to learn how to deal with people and how to handle finances, and that's something you just need in this world. But living a life that you're constantly dreading, and that living a life that you only look to the weekends for happiness, or look to your vacation for happiness, like, I want to live a life that I'm constantly on that I'm constantly on vacation. And I was talking to my English teacher, Mr. Richmond, amazing teacher, and today, just earlier, a few hours ago, I just got back from school. A few hours ago in the morning, I sat down and we were talking about this book that I'm reading. Well, first I read Into the Wild a few weeks ago, which was a good book, but I didn't really fully understand it. Into the Wild is a book about a guy who goes in to Alaska, and he kind of it's like a spiritual journey, but I didn't understand that, but now I do. It's almost like I want to go read this book because, oh my god. But anyways, we're reading this book, and I just was telling him that I had a different perspective on Into the Wild that we read a few weeks ago, that I understand his feeling of wanting to just be free. And he looked at me and he was like, I want you to read this poem. So he Googled the poem, and I read this poem. And I don't even, I'll ask him for the poem name, but it was like, I want to, living a life pure of ecstasy, or, I don't know, it was so beautiful. And when I read it, I started just crying, and I never cry. Never cry. Especially in school. Never. And I just said, I get it. I get it. I want to live a life, or I'd rather live a short life, full of bliss, full of memories, full of moments and relationships that make me happy. I want to live a life that inspires, and I want to live a life that I create and motivate and live. I don't want to live a life that forces me to constrain myself and constrain my abilities as a person, and as a human being. And maybe this is just part of growing up. Maybe this is just part of maturing and becoming an adult. I don't know. And it feels good not to know. It feels good not knowing the future. We always want to know the future. I always wanted to know the future exactly to the point. And even though it's not even written down yet, you still have that feeling. I still have that feeling that I want to know it. And I want to just be free. I want to go with life, just going with the stream, going with the river, going with the flow. This connection that I've been getting with myself is just mind-blowing. I have cried every day the last week. More times I've cried all in 2016. Not kidding. And it's just, I just feel like I'm releasing so much of my past, and so much of the things that made me be constrained. And I don't know. I'm excited for the future. I don't want to know the future. I want to have goals, and I want to know have a, I guess, outline of what I want to feel, but I just want to go with the flow. I want to just experience life fully. And I might sound so crazy right now. I feel like I sound crazy right now. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep journaling. I'm gonna keep meditating. I'm gonna keep waking up early, going on runs, eating vegan food. I want to be happy. And I want to make other people happy. I want to create artwork. I want to just be blissful in every moment. I want to go on runs and hikes and just look at the flowers and the plants and the ocean and just say, wow, it's so beautiful. I guess I'll end it there. I don't really have much more to say, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. Okay.